There. Right. And now on to other stuff. Other things. There we go. Pop that there. Pop that there. Grab my guitar. Figure out where I am on my set list, which I have already changed. You will be glad to know. Because it wouldn't be a Talis gig if I didn't change the set list. I know. I do it to my bandmates, but I do it to myself as well. I do. I always start, prepping for a gig. I make a great long list of songs, and then I think, what do I most want to do on this particular occasion? And then I go through them and figure out which ones are under the fingers and which ones are under the tongue. And then maybe something happens and I go, oh, that's topical. And then maybe something happens and I go, perhaps not that one today. And then I get in requests, but it all starts with lists. Some of you know what's happening next, don't you? If I don't put it on a list, it'll be forgotten, it'll certainly be missed. If I don't make a little note, it'll be forgotten, things are safer when they're wrote. Now 'tis time to... No, I've forgotten how it goes, oh my goodness! Improvise an instrumental. I'll take that again. If I don't... See, I don't have the words for this one. If I don't put it on a list, it'll be forgotten, it'll certainly be missed. If I don't make a little note, it'll be forgotten, things are safer when they're wrote. You can't cross things out on a laptop, not on a tablet, never on a phone, it doesn't work. You may need a larger sheet if what you're writing on gets somewhat overgrown. So many things I'd like to accomplish with the attention span of a goldfish. If I don't put it on a list, it'll be forgotten, it'll certainly be missed. If I don't make a little note, it'll be forgotten, things are safer when they're wrote. Now 'tis time to split your task list, date-wise, theme-wise, project at a time. How you devise your divide and conquer may not be the way I regiment mine. What I record may not be linear, Catalan or Euclidean, it may even be linear, which I assure you was very funny in my head when I wrote it, but there you go. If I don't put it on a list, it'll be forgotten, it'll certainly be missed. If I don't make a little note, it'll be forgotten, things are safer when they're wrote. Bridge, mind map, garden paths, books of a wagon wheel, jigsaw pieces, anything goes depending how I feel. Small list just for the day shows me I've achieved. That little voice says you're getting nothing done is not to be believed. If I don't put it on a list, it'll be forgotten, it'll certainly be missed. If I don't make a little note, it'll be forgotten, it's safer when they're wrote. If I don't set it down in ink, I'll get in a tangle over what I ought to think. And if I don't put it on a list, it'll be forgotten, and I'll know there was a thing, but I'll be blurred if I remember, and I'm sure to be distracted by the new thing that I thought of, and the other thing may bug me, but I didn't write it down when I could see it, it's gone. I really should have put it on a list. From the ridiculous to possibly the sublime, I'm going to do this on Capo 3. I've had some wonderful adventures in music and faith recently. Some of you may know I have a pagan faith. I have a very broad-ranging and currently very Christ-inclusive pagan faith, which is it means I get to go and enjoy the Standing Stones at Avebury, and also friends in church. I seem to have a home church, which is rather wonderful. This is one of the songs that my church faith community, as well as some of my pagan faith community, have adopted. It's been my privilege to sing it in a number of settings. It's a song I wrote, it was the last one I wrote for my friend Emma while she was still alive, and it came directly out of things that she'd said and things that we talked about towards the very end of her life. And I will be somewhat less frightened of death lifelong because of her grace and her kindness all through her last year. One of her maxims was, there is only love. Oh, and Lauren requested this. So Lauren, if you're there, it's for you. Be on the beach. No, that's the wrong key. I was so much written down on this piece of paper. Who, what, where, how many capo settings, which key, what prop I'm picking up. Which bits I've crossed out because I've already changed my mind. Be on the beach, be on the sky, be on the sea. There is only love, there is only love. A restful place, some gentle grace and sanctuary. There is only love, there is only love. And on that shore where every one of us will stand, there is only love, there is only love. The blessed infinite will hold us in its hand. There is only love, there is only love. There is only love, and hope is love, and grief is love, and joy is love as well. There is only love, all else we leave behind, till only love remains to tell. We are thrown into life like pebbles in a pond. There is only love, there is only love. And still the ripples spread and grow when we are gone. There is only love, there is only love. There is only love. We sing it and we say it, and we show it while we can. There is only love, all else we leave behind upon that final shining strand. Beyond the beach, beyond the sky, beyond the sea, there is only love, 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 there is only love. Song hemorrhaged its way out of me when I walked home from the hospice after visiting Emma. And at my next visit, I told her that I'd written this thing following her words and including her words, and I sang it to her as well as I could through the tears. And she said, well, you better sing that at my funeral then, hadn't you? And I did, and I've sung it since. And I sing it with joy, because when I think of Emma, my eyes fill with tears and my face breaks into a smile. There is only love, and there is so much joy. Gonna have another song about love now. This is something I wrote in response to the bishops of the Church of England, bless them, getting into a bit of a tiz about same-sex relationships, and oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. As if you can quantify, as if you can say, well, it's all right for you to be in love and celibate together, and you can hold hands, but not in a sexual way. Or perhaps you can put a soothing hand on a shoulder, but let not that hand fall to the waist. I mean, really, you know, love is a great, huge, walloping great umbrella of how we feel about people and how we express it. And oh, I hope they get a clue back. I really do, because I hurt for my for my friends who are LGBTQIA and in the Church of England, and in other places where, you know, all the crap that you get at you, and I'm so sorry, and you shouldn't be getting that crap. So I wrote this song anyway, because love is an awful lot of things, and in particular, it's a lot of things without a capo on. Love is the finding of beauty in the beloved's face. Love makes a joy of a duty. Love makes the giving a grace. Love is the sharp word unspoken when it could so easily be. Love is the being woken with a kiss and a cup of tea. It's lots of things. Love is a fire and a passion. Love is a hand to hold. Love is the coat round your shivering self, the full-length embrace when you're cold. Love is the hallowing tango. Love is the melting gaze. Love is the standing together, however dark the days. So we are made spirit and body. We are nerves, we are bone, we are heart. And we love whom we love with our whole selves, with both public and private parts. Let spirit and body be thankful for this wonder that outstays time, while we love whom we love with our whole selves. God knows love is a gift, not a crime. Love is a constant adventure. Love changes eye to eye. Love is the hallowing tango. And love, well, love is a cup of tea. And tea is very good. I'm fond of tea, but I've kind of come late to the idea of coffee as well. And coffee is a very fine thing. And coffee doesn't feature at all in the song that's kind of about it, which is a clue to some of you and not to others. Tom, you requested this. So let's see. Where am I on my set list? I have no idea now.
Halfway down.
Your version, yes. Your version has less scribbling out, and yeah. I haven't quite got Here Be Dragons and treasure maps on it yet. It's only a matter of time. I'm not exaggerating, really. This is a song about things that look like other things. That aren't really those things at all, but they could be. I think the Starbucks logo looks like a woman who's wearing 2 big bits of streaky bacon on her head. And she has clearly just been baking, because she's holding up 2 hands with great big oven gloves on. They're much too big for her, but they might have been a present from a friend who has a thing about fish who she really, really likes, because no, seriously, those oven gloves are weird. But she's obviously delighted because she's smiling, so who are we to judge? May every single pair of oven gloves we could be received with as much joy and worn with as much pride, however weird they are. And maybe put on our tiaras when we're baking if we want to, because where's the harm? And if the best way we can summon up the energy to carry out the business of the day and put a smile upon our faces by the way of charcuterie pour la coiffure, then like the woman in the logo, wear your bacon proudly, because who are we to judge? Now I have to break it to you, there are actions for this. And it's alright, I can't see you. Only anybody you're sharing the house with who's watching there with you can see you, so you can look as silly as you like. Alright, so we're going to do it again. And bacon, okay? Bacon. Baking, not to be confused with bacon, because if you confuse baking with bacon, you have cake batter on your head, and that's not a good look. Oven gloves. Oven gloves. You see it? You know, it's oven gloves, isn't it? Oven gloves. Tiara. There we go. So bacon, baking, tiara, oven gloves. All right. Should we do it again? A bit faster. I think the Starbucks logo looks like a woman who's wearing 2 big bits of streaky bacon on her head. And she has clearly just been baking, but she's holding up 2 hands with great big oven gloves on. They're much too big for her, but they might have been a present from a friend who has a thing about fish she really, really likes, because, no, seriously, those oven gloves are weird. But she's obviously delighted because she's smiling, so who are we to judge? May every deep breath, we can do this, single pair of oven gloves we give be received with as much joy and worn with as much pride. However weird they are, may we put on our tiaras when we're baking if we want to, because where's the harm? And if the best way in these very strange days we can summon up the energy to carry out the business of the day and put up a smile on our face, but we wish our charcuterie pour la coiffure, alors, then like the woman in the logo, wear your bacon proudly, because who are we to judge? There we go. That was bacon. Ah, right. A bit more of a swig of a what's it, because that's got a lot of things in it. In fact, I'm going to go from one mermaid to another mermaid. Jodie Lynn, you requested this. I sang this for you a very long time ago. Ooh, in a room in Chicago. And yes, I remember it was 2010. That's how long ago it was. This is a song I wrote following one of my daughter's little things that she said. I'd come across the picture of the John William Waterhouse Mermaid, where the mermaid is combing her hair like that, sitting on a rock. And my daughter, bless her, she was very little at that point, very little. She said, "Mummy, that's you when you were a mermaid." Oh. So of course I had to write the song. And I sang this to her. We sang it to her, didn't we? Every night for many, 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 many nights through my daughter's childhood. When I was a mermaid, my daughter, my dear, and a long time before I had you, I lived in the ocean, a long way from here, and sometimes my stories are true. I sang with the same voice, my cherub, my child, that sings in the night time to you. Though my eyes were more green and my hair was more wild, and sometimes my stories are true. The sky was so bright then, my honey, my heart, the ocean so deep and so blue. But it can be lonely to live all apart, and sometimes my stories are true. So when I was a mermaid, my daughter, my dear, and a great many other things too, I think that I wished very hard to be here, for the daughter I wanted was you, because sometimes my stories come true. Thank you. So I find it useful to know how we're doing for time right about now.
Running for 21 minutes.
21 minutes. Ooh. Ooh, okay, okay. It's play Merry Havoc with the set this time, isn't it? Yeah, that happens. This one came about because my dear friend Maria prompted it. She said, "How would my muse feel about rewriting something completely?" And my muse felt very happy about it. I saw a post any of these strange lockdown days, I think particularly in the first week or so on, and where all the events we've been looking forward to all summer were all cancelled. And it was a post saying, you know, cake isn't cancelled, hugs aren't cancelled, telephone calls are cancelled. And the phrase that popped into my mind was love has not been cancelled. And that fell into this song. It was my privilege to sing this for a couple of the services that Maria hosted. So whether you're of any faith or none, I give my songs as a, I don't mind. I don't mind whatever the shape of the universe is for you. The songs that I write and sing about the numinous and about love and about community. I hope they reach beyond the boundaries, beyond the walls. We need that. We need to be building bridges and, not building walls. Good neighbours all, these darkling days, all certainty dismantled. Be sure that love attends our ways, for love has not been cancelled. Love has not been cancelled. From triumph into deepest dread, all certainty dismantled. In faith and hope, let us be led, for love has not been cancelled. Love has not been cancelled. Though friends depart and alone we stand, all certainty dismantled. See the acorn safe in the mystic's hand, for love has not been cancelled. Love has not been cancelled. The King of Love's my shepherd here. Let me lie down in green pastures, and the shade of death I shall not fear. But lead me by still waters. Oh, through all my nights and all my days, all certainty dismantled. Restore our souls to dwell in peace, for love has not been cancelled. Love has not been cancelled. A couple of years ago, with the whole Brexit and austerity and everything, I found I wanted to write songs that didn't tub thump about what I was angry about so much as tried to find a way to stay kind, to stay sane, to reach out, to find the kindness and the good things, the small beauties in the world. And this is one of those which I know has meant something to a number of you watching here. It's called the Blackthorn Blooms. I've no magic words here, no dice left to throw, but the seeds that I planted are willing to grow. We're all feeling hopeless, disaster looms, but still the bread rises in the blackthorn blooms. It's fury and fear, it's stunned disbelief, but we could lose so much, our own leaders turn thief. I get that you're numb, I get that you're tired. We had a ticket to the future, but the future's expired. I've no magic words here, no dice left to throw, but the seeds that I planted are eager to grow. We're all feeling hopeless, disaster looms, but still the bread rises in the blackthorn blooms. They played us as pawns, they played us as fools, they want us divided and to make us cruel. So kindness is sacred, it's a choice, it's an art, it's an act of resistance for the breaking of hearts. Can you carry a song? Can you carry a light? We did not deserve this and it isn't alright. We're all feeling hopeless, and it's the lies, but the blackthorn is blooming and the bread will rise. I've no magic words here, no dice left to throw, but the seeds that I planted are going to grow. I know we feel helpless, disaster looms, but still the bread rises, still the bread rises, still the bread rises, and the blackthorn blooms. Jerry Lynn, I'm so glad you were there for that one. Thank you. Okay, nearly at the end of the half hour. I honestly don't know if it cuts out at the end of half an hour, but I'm keeping to half hour because that's what I said I'd do. But if you've enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed it, and I think I have, and I think you have, I might do another one in a couple of weeks because I've got a lot more requests to get through. So I'll leave you with a little blessing, which is new to most of you. May there be light enough, may there be warmth enough, ever and always, wherever you are. May there be water that's sweet, cold and plentiful, under your circle of stars. May there be blankets and arms to encircle you. May there be gentleness when there's to lay down and rest a while, and comfort for all of your fears. May there be laughter and wonder and tenderness, bread for your supper, a pot for your tea, just enough plenty to make your path clear to the person you're called on to be. And may there be light enough, may there be warmth enough, ever and always, wherever you are. All that you need for a lifetime of journeying under your circle of stars. And may there be better days, may there be better days under our circle of stars. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope I'll see you again. Thank you. Good night.